Best wishes everyone. This is Vanapalli Harshiki studying PharmD. Today our topic is epithelial tissues. An epithelial tissue may be derived from any of the three germinal layers, that is ectoderm, endoderm or mesoderm. An epithelium rests on basement membrane, which is secreted partly by the epithelial cells and partly by the underlying tissue. Basement membrane consists of basal lamina that lies closely to the epithelial cells and reticular lamina that lies close to the underlying connective tissue. It is avascular and obtains nourishment from the underlying tissue by diffusion. Epithelium. Epi is upon, thelium means growing. Epithelium forms the outer covering of the body and the lining of the internal organs, cavities and lumens. Cells of an epithelium are held together by an intercellular cementing substance. The specialized junctions provide both structural and functional links between the individual cells of an epithelium. They show different types of junctions so as to serve specific needs of the tissue. There are three types of junctions. They are tight junction, desmosomes and gap junctions. Here we can see the diagrams of the tight junction, gap junction and desmosomes. Now coming to the types of epithelial tissues, there are two types of epithelial tissues, namely simple epithelia and compound epithelia. Simple epithelia. It is composed of a single layer of cells. It forms the lining of body cavities, ducts and vessels. It helps in diffusion, absorption, filtration and secretion of substances. Types of simple epithelium. Based on the characters like shape of nucleus, type of cells, location of nucleus and their present location, we can divide the simple epithelium into three subtypes. They are simple squamous, simple cuboidal and simple columnar. Coming to the simple squamous simple epithelium. In this simple squamous epithelium, the cells are flat and tile-like and the shape of the nucleus is flattened and oval. The location of the nucleus is central and this epithelium is present in endothelium of the blood vessels, mesothelium of the body cavities, example pleura, peritoneum, pericardium, etc. and walls of Bowman's capsule, lining of alveoli of lungs, etc. The simple cuboidal epithelium, the cells look like cube shaped and the shape of the nucleus is spherical. The location of the nucleus is central and these simple cuboidal epithelium present in germinal epithelium, proximal and distal convoluted tubules of the nephron and etc. Coming to the simple columnar epithelium, they look like pillar-like cells and shape of the nucleus is oval. Location of the nucleus is basal. That means the nucleus is aligned on the base. And this simple columnar epithelium is found in two types, that is ciliated and non-ciliated. If ciliated simple columnar epithelium is found in fallopian tubes, ventricles of the brain, central canal of spinal cord and bronchioles, etc. Coming to the non-ciliated simple columnar epithelium, they present in the lining of the stomach and intestine. Next, coming to the compound epithelium, it is made up of more than one layer of cells. It provides protection against chemical and mechanical stress. There are another three types of compound epithelium. They are stratified squamous compound epithelium, stratified cuboidal epithelium, transitional epithelium. Coming to the stratified squamous epithelium, this epithelium is divided into two types. They are keratinized and non-keratinized. This keratinized stratified squamous epithelium is found covering the dry surface of skin, and the non-keratinized squamous epithelium covers moist surfaces of buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus and vagina. Coming to the stratified cuboidal epithelium, it forms inner lining of the large ducts of the salivary glands, ducts of sweat glands and pancreatic ducts. Coming to the transitional epithelium, it forms the wall of the urinary bladder. Now coming to the another type of epithelium, that is glandular epithelium. This glandular epithelium is present in various glands in the body involved in secretions are made up of glandular epithelium. Some of the columnar or cuboidal cells that get specialized for the production of certain secretions from glandular epithelium. Now, this glandular epithelium is divided into unicellular glands, multicellular glands. First one, unicellular glands. These glands consist of isolated glandular cells such as goblet cells of the gut. Next, multicellular glands. These glands consist of clusters of cells such as salivary glands. On the basis of the mode of pouring of their secretions, glands are divided into two types: exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands are provided with ducts. They secrete mucus, saliva, earwax, oil, milk, digestive enzymes and other cell products. Coming to the endocrine glands, they are ductless. Their products are hormones which are not sent out via ducts but are carried through the target organs by blood. Based on the mode of secretion, exocrine glands are further divided into three types, that is merocrine, apocrine and holocrine. Here we can see the diagrams of the merocrine, apocrine and holocrine cells. That means in merocrine, the only secretion is made into a vacuole and ejected out of the cell. In apocrine glands, the half part of the cell is cutted off and sent out like a vacuole. In holocrine, the whole cell is detached. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. And next we will see the connective tissue in next video.